Hey friends, it's Saturday morning and I've got lovely treasures to share from about 3 different thrift adventures, 3 different thrift shops. It's adventures, it's always an adventure because I spy with my little eye so many vintage things, and I am very happy that other people, instead of just chucking these things in the trash, they go ahead and give it to a thrift store, because I get the most mileage out of thrift store junk, because it's just, you never know what you're going to find, and it's always great. So here are some of my latest things that I have found, and I'm very excited about it. Okay, now you know I'm going to look at the plates. I'm always going to look at plates. These say Cunningham and Pickett. Oh, Alliance, Ohio. And it also has a Homer Laughlin stamp on it. So these, look how pretty. That's so vintage and beautiful. And then here's the marks. You can see it's got the Homer Laughlin, and then it also has this, which I'm not specifically, especially familiar with, but that, and it has some gilding. You call that gilding when it's gold on the edges? It's gold on the edges. I don't know. Love, 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 love. That's so sweet. There were 2 of these for 50 cents. 50 cents each. 50 cents. Okay. Same day. Maybe from the same person who donated. Who knows? These 2 dishes, which the 8 means August. It means that's when it came into the store. They always put the number of the month. Here I am. 2 pieces for $3.99, but I happened to get it on half price day. So I got 2 pieces for $2. And the maker, Mark Labret, what does that mean? Henry Burgess, England. Gorgeous. Very similar to some that I had on my mantle. That's just a sticker. These are very similar to some that I had on my mantle that were very, had lots of branches, but they're not the same. And I love the crazing. Can you see that there is crazing? Look at the crazing. That's so authentic to me. And I love the gentle colors of this. I think that could work in the fall, just because the colors are so gentle and good. So good. All right. Now, at the checkout, made a new friend at the Amazon Hope thrift store yesterday. Kimberly, I hope that's your name. I can't remember, but I gave her my channel name, and she said she was going to be checking me out. So, you know, we had this discussion. What is this? What is this? Well, I looked it up. I paid $2.98. It's a salt box. It's got a little hole that you can hang on it. Now, I have no living idea why you would need a box like this for salt. Maybe, did it come in such huge, like, big bags that you had to put some of it out into a more convenient place, and then you just dipped out of? Is that what's the purpose? Well, whatever the case, I have a long-running fondness for blue spongeware. So when I saw this little thing with the wood lid, I was like, I'm definitely putting this in my very own kitchen. That is so sweet. Okay. Also from yesterday at the Amazon Hope thrift store, you know, Joel and I just had a discussion about, and this was $2.98. This says butter. Okay, do you know the system with this? You put butter in there, and then when you do this, it seals it and keeps it fresh so that you can keep some of your butter at room temperature. Now, that's just, no, I've never looked that up or researched it. I can't verify that that's what the intent of the manufacturer is. And this is not old, but I do love red, and I think that that's going to be really pretty beside my stove because I've got that red Coca-Cola crate that I put. It's working out pretty well. I mean, my guys, they still abuse the system. They still, any spice that they use, they love to cook. Any spice they use, they absolutely become crippled and unable to put it back in the cabinet. So I put the Coke crate out there in order to help them just at least put it in the Coke crate that's sitting open, your favorite spices. So, and I don't want to discourage them from cooking because that's a good thing, because that's a life skill that, you know, Mama's not always going to be around to cook. So that's exciting. And Joel and I just talked about a butter container that you could keep your butter fresh in an old-timey way. But the one he was talking about has a little rim that you pour water in it so that it becomes literally airtight. You can, when you set the cover in the outer rim, the water makes a seal. So this is probably more my preference. I don't know about the water sloshing around, doing unauthorized sloshing. I don't know about that. Okay, a little while back I found an Alabama tray that has this same pattern, but what in the world? This Florida tray, where's the top? This Florida tray has so many pretty flowers in it. I've got to find a way to incorporate this into a display together. They could just be out all the time because look, it even has pine cones and pine needles. I love that so much. The other tray that I have for Alabama is just flat. This one is extra special. I paid, it's got a $3 on it, but the thrift store marked it too. And I don't remember which thrift store this came from. Isn't that very sweet? Very sweet. I love it. Okay. It was a good day to find vintage Tipperware. Tipperware for $1 each. Here's butter. Oh, I got all kinds of butter options. Yeah, $1. Did I put that the correct way? I guess I did. Okay, $1. Maybe somebody had it this way. Well, I guess it matters, does it? Well, this is the color of my 1971. When was this house built? 1970. I guess they're 1970 yellow countertops that I have had so long. We're going to eventually rip out all the counters, but as of 2022, we still have the original. We moved into this house in 1999. We still have the original yellow countertops, and I'll probably cry when we rip them out because I've raised all my children. I actually love yellow. It's one of my favorite colors. And somebody said something about me having yellow walls. This is actually Benjamin Moore. Is it Valspar? Valspar or Benjamin Moore? I can't remember. But I do remember the color name is called Holmes Cream. So it's a neutral, but it's been this way 10 years. I wouldn't mind switching over to a little bit more of an oat milk, kind of a taupe shade. But that's just entirely too much work right now when there's so much more fun things I could be doing, like thrifting. $1 Tupperware. That's just cute. And I just know that I'll have some special thing that I'll let live in there, and that'll be its new home. Like, this seems perfect for a really big tomato. When you slice a tomato and you only use 1 or 2 slices for sandwiches, and then you've got the rest of that huge tomato. Although we got some Chandler Mountain tomatoes that were as big as a dinner plate. When you cut it, it was way bigger than, not quite a dinner plate, dessert plate, but it was bigger than the bread. Those were delicious. They had a lot of good flavor to them. They weren't just bland when you bit into them. Chandler Mountain is where I grew up. Well, next to Gallant, where I grew up. And they had them in my local Foodland grocery store, and I loved those. All right. Now, this candle, originally $5. It says $3 up there, but I'm pretty sure I got charged $3.99, but I didn't care because the cinnamon spice Santa Sleigh, what's that going to smell like? Wood? Sweaty reindeer? I don't know. Northwood. Okay, so all of these are going to be great scents that I'll just start burning it now because I really love all those smells. cinnamon. I could smell cinnamon at any season. Time out. I'm ginger aling. Okay, 98 cents. Don't think it's old, but it's a really pretty, good amber color. Can you see what color it is? You can get some light behind it. There we go. Anyway, a good little color, and I'm enjoying already putting a few of my ground glass things out. This was an empty or a burned candle from Pop Shelf, and Margaret found these last night. They spent the evening with me, and she said, "What are these, Miggy? Miggy, what are they?" They call me Miggy, which is the nickname my daddy gave me when I was born. And that's my grandmother name because it sounds a lot like, you know, Meemaw, that kind of thing. These, they say they're cupcake picks, but I think they look good for hors d'oeuvres. I told Margaret, of course she had to touch them and look at them for a little while. I told her that I think they would be good for picking up little things like pickles and stuff like that. So the next time she comes, I'm going to have to let her use one. Look at the sunflower, pumpkin, and acorn. These came from Dollar Tree in the 3 different packages. And I thought that was very sweet. And I've got it sitting over here. And she spotted it right away. There's nothing in my house that child does not spot, touch, investigate, ask about, and test it out. She's going to test it out. Speaking of little girls, they've been fighting over the Hello Kitty mug that I got a while back. And this is not as good as the Hello Kitty mug, but it is a Hello Kitty open cup. So hopefully this will cut down. I think I paid 25 cents for it. This will help when the 2 girls are here and they are crying over who gets the Hello Kitty mug. I don't want no crying. No crying, please. I don't usually get corny things or I don't know, like trendy. But Baby Yoda, it's a phone holder, and I paid $1.99. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to casually have my phone sitting on my kitchen counter in this thing, and just wait to see how long it takes my guys to notice it or say something about it. That's one of my favorite things to do. Oh, look, also, it gets taller for the taller phones. Totally worth $1.99. I actually had been wanting a little handy phone stand, because when I put makeup on or when I'm washing dishes or whatever, I love to listen. I don't like to have something on that I need to look at it, because then I get distracted and I can't do what else I'm doing. But things that I can just listen to, audiobooks, podcasts, preaching, worship music, all those kinds of things. I don't know. Can Yoda be part of my worship time? Yoda, you want to get saved? That's so cute. Okay. All right. Never do I ever find... My phone is a Galaxy S10. Never do I ever find a pretty phone cover that will fit my phone, because they're always for iPhones or, you know, and I just give up. But I looked at this and I was like, well, this is probably will fit an iPhone. And it says for Samsung Galaxy S10. I was like, oh, and it's my favorite color too, for $1.99. So that'll be exciting. The OtterBox that I have on my phone right now is probably keeping my phone safer, but I need to take that thing off and scrub it down, maybe run it through the dishwasher. I don't know, but I feel like it's probably a biohazard at this point. I do wipe it off with my antibacterial wipes a lot, but you know, I just feel like it could go a lot further and it could be a lot cleaner. This for $4.99, Udder covers. It's a nursing cover that has a strap and a rigid neckline, kind of like a hoop, so that you can peep down and see what's happening, and that the baby can breathe, get some air in there. Mallory is less than 3 weeks from having our newest grandbaby. He'll be grandbaby number 5, and he'll be Mallory's. She's got the 2 girls. He'll be Mallory's first boy, and This is navy blue with a good pattern on it. Anyway, I called her from the thrift store. Actually, she called me, and then I asked her, I said, hey, by the way, do you need one of these? She said, oh, that would be great. So she's going to get that. This ended up being $1. It's a lovely, it's made of sweater material. It's a scarf, but it's made of sweater material. Ooh, this would even look good with what I'm going to, I mean, it's too hot now, but you know, scarf. I like the more subtle cheetah print, leopard print. I don't want it to be such bright colors that I feel like I'm trying to be some kind of Andy Warhol walking up in somewhere. I mean, which I probably do look that way at times. Not that I'm trying to, but I really like interesting clothing and interesting pieces that I don't think just everybody else might be wearing. And that's just great fun and much excitement. Great excitement. Okay. This was 50 cents, little linen doily thing that it did have a tiny little hole. Is that a hole or a stain? A little hole and a little stain, but by the time I stack it up somewhere, you would never see any of that. And besides, that gives me license and guilt-free cutting up for supplies if I need that. What is this? For $3.98, it is something fabulous with actual vintage red wood handle and knob, and the aluminum color, which I find so charming. And I've got a few other red handled authentic vintage items that I'll have to group this together with some kind of way. Yeah, it's gonna be the best. It'll be fun. Okay, let's put it down here. Let's see. I've got a little stack. I'll just quickly go through that. A stack of some linens that are great. This is for, it's marked $99, but it was half price day. So for 50 cents, a brand new Delta travel pillow. That'll be good. This looks about the right size for a small placemat. If you find the kind of placemat that you can slit the seam open and insert for a little accent pillow, that's always fun. This is the fuzziest. I don't know what it's made of. It doesn't have any kind of content tag. Well, you can see where a tag was. It's been removed, and I removed tags too. I don't blame anybody. Half price day, so I paid half of $7, $3.50 for this. And look at the fringe. I'm talking about some excellent fringe. So I can't wait to wash this. I hope it's not something, doesn't smell weird, but I'm going to wash it because this is going to be a snuggler, a couch snuggler. That'll be fun. And I want it to smell like my detergent. But all the thrift stores that I go to are really clean. I don't ever, you know, there is a certain smell. Maybe I've just smelled it so long I don't recognize it anymore. But, you know, there's a thrift store smell that you sometimes smell. But I don't even smell that smell anymore. Although at the thrift store that I was at yesterday, there were some pitiful people. Well, they didn't look pitiful, but they smelled pitiful from 20 feet away. They smell like a dog that hadn't been washed in at least 5 years. That was the scent. And I prayed for them. And I was concerned, very concerned. And the little lady that worked in the shop was kind of discreetly going around spraying air freshener because it made the whole shop smell like that. But you know, you do get nose deaf. But I don't know that I've ever smelled an actual person that smelled that strongly to where it was making me have tears in my eyes. Like from the scent, not from emotion. Although there was some emotion, I felt sorry for him. Okay, this is, it was $3.99 and the tag on it said mattress cover. I was like, what do you mean mattress cover? Is it a fitted? It's actually pieced. It's a duvet. Pieced. Well, it's not quilted. It's just pieced, and it's nice, and I liked it. Now this is a quilt that was $14, and it is the cotton gauze. It must be a twin size because there's just the one sham that came with it. But give you a close-up of the way this fabric. See how it's kind of like a gauzy type fabric. I don't know what you call that kind of cotton, but that's good stuff. I really like it. Okay, so that's great. Now for my most fun finds. My most fun finds. I did pay $1 for this. This is a local brewery that we have in Gunnersville. And because it's got this stuff that doesn't come off. If you know a way to get this kind of stuff off of glass, do tell, because fingernail polish remover doesn't get it. Scraping doesn't do it. I can't get it off. But it's cute enough that I think a little burlap wrap with some kind of embellishment, or, you know, maybe a pottery type air dry clay thing. This might be good for that. But, you know, it's a really nice, again, let me hold it up to the light so you can tell it's a good brown glass jug jar, and I liked it, and I've got a little collection of those going. All right. It's a wood chicken. It's very cute. I won't spoil what I do in my next thrift flip video, which you're gonna see soon. Or yeah, I think I'll have this out before I do the thrift flip. But what I do with some other similar wood cutout animals is pretty darn cute. So I may do the same treatment to that thing. All right, this little chicken was, how much did I pay for that? Can't see a thing, $2.98. And this chicken is gonna go outside, and I'm gonna put him in a basket with some Spanish moss around her. I'll put her. I think she's sweet, and I think she would be cute in my patio deck area or front porch, somewhere outside. I don't know, when I saw it, I was just thinking outside. Happy Doggy Spotlight time. Meet Lola, who belongs to Christine Moniz. And Lola is almost 15 years old. This picture's when she's a little younger, Christine says. But look how precious. What a sweet baby. So if you'll send me a picture of your happy doggy, they'll get to be in the spotlight. But be sure to share the video to Facebook, and maybe we can get my subscriber number up to 3,000. I'm getting kind of close. That's exciting. Another fun thing. $4.99. It's ceramic. It's very heavy. It is a really great planter. Look how beautiful the feathers are. This might be a front porch fall type decor because the colors on here look like fall colors, and I think that's precious. And I think greenery flowing out. I wish they would have put a few more blue tags on it that said $4.99. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stickers. There wanted to be no confusion over the price of that thing. Okay, $1.98 for a very ornate frame. This looks like it needs to have a little girl's picture in it. I'll probably do that. And then this ornate frame, $3.99, but I believe it was a half price day. And I really like the detail and the distressing on that. And this looks like great fall colors. It's year-round colors, but I'm loving that neutral. Oh, it has little oak leaves in there. Oh, that might be subconsciously, subliminally, why I was thinking it looked like it had a fall vibe to it. That might be it. Might be why. Okay. Now, it's really heavy. This thing was $4.99, and it was half price day, so I paid $2.50. And I mean, it's 1970 Harvest Gold, which I'm not opposed to, because, you know, we just talked about this. My kitchen counters are this color. I'm a colorful person. What I think I might do, when I picked it up, I thought to myself, this would be great for pantry little items. Pantry items like long packages of spaghetti, little, I don't know, just stuff. Or it might be ideal for like Rubbermaid lids, Tupperware lids, trays, anything. It's a great organizer for $2.50. I really like it. I'm really going to use it. I'm not just buying it for crazy, no reason. All right. This has little wheels on it, so I feel sure $4.99, but it was half of that. I feel like this came out of someone's freezer, like a freezer that bit the dust, and someone saved the basket out of it. But that's really cute. And if you wanted to make it look more farmhouse, you could always take some jute twine or some rope and wrap it around the top edge, or just hot glue it onto the top edge or something. Or you could put a fabric liner in it. But I just use these for all kinds of utilitarian purposes because I just am a basket person. It gives me the illusion of being organized, although I'm certainly not going to be accused of being a great organizer. I'm too busy. That's my story. I'm sticking with it. Okay, this other heavy thing, this is going to go out by our fire pit because it's almost fire pit season. This was $6. That little broom alone, look, it has a poker and a I don't know, what is that, a getter? What is that? I've never seen that shape before. You see? And a little shovel, the broom. I think the broom is adorable. I love it. I love it. Thrifting just thrills my soul. I don't go to malls. I don't do a lot of online shopping. I don't go clothing shopping. But thrift stores give me life. I love finding things that are clearly more valuable than what the thing is. Oh gosh, I'm clanging. I'm a clanger. Okay, I saved my favorite for last item, and it is so adorable. It's a gourd. It's so old. It's so old, and it was $2.99. It has an ugly piece of plastic twine on it. It has been painted, and it is chipping off in the most beautiful, perfectly beautiful way. Okay, here's my plan. Spanish moss, kind of hanging out. Little fake bird, or I think I've got two little fake birds that are a pair that can sit in there. And I don't want to put it outside because I feel like birds would actually use it, and it's just too precious to risk getting bird poop on it, or for it to get rained on and become so unusable, because it feels pretty fragile. I think it's quite old. It's an actual real gourd that someone has hollowed out. So pretty sure this is going to be fall decor in my home, and that's my favorite, and that's the note we're going to end on. And now I'm excited to get busy and add all these things to my collections, or put them in places where I know I'm going to share them with my daughters or my sisters or my mama or whoever, or any friend that needs that. Tracy, I'm looking where I've tucked that picture away for you. Anyway, I pray that all of you are having a great week, and if it's the weekend, you're having a great weekend. I pray blessings over you, and that you would enjoy every day for the treasures that day holds.